When you get down to the basics, Lego's a kid's toy. When you translate it from Danish, it means play well. It has become something much more with sets just for adults, the most detailed builds being by adults. But when you come down to the idea, it's a toy. And toys are to be played with. So it makes great sense that Lego makes amazing play sets every year. Hello everyone and welcome to the Brickies. Every good Lego theme has their playsets. The School Dungeon, Bowser's Castle, the Quidditch Match, and so many more. Playsets have become a staple of Lego, being appreciated by both kids and adults. So here are the best. A great representation of a playset is a creature. Giant animals that you can pose, have figures ride. Although there are other animals this year, just for the sake of simplicity, it needs to be more playable than anything, so when you get that specific, and it's just all dragons, there were not any others that stood up to these that were playable enough. Just so you know. Now let's start the list. A set that has been wanted for almost 10 years is the Overlord Dragon. Its black and purple design shows it's the most evil that it gets. The new head mold captures the creepy design straight out of the show. It has the usual play features too, moving neck, tail, wings, legs. No shooters or anything, but a beautiful model nonetheless. For the first time ever, Nia gets her own dragon. No sharing, but a beautiful water dragon. It has amazing detail and elements beyond the normal dragon business. Yes, it has movable head, tail, wings, legs. It also has tendrils of water throughout the body, so you can adjust them. It even has a submarine for Zane and a good array of figures. From the hit movie Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings is the battle at the ancient village. Although no village is included, there is a cool dragon. Unlike the rest of this list, it's outside the mold. It's built more like a snake, where the hinges go up and down. This gives it more posability throughout. It also comes with a base to display it, and it has great minifigures to aid the fight. This set is fire. The Fire Dragon Attack is another example of a beautiful dragon. The usual play features with a good thick body. It has a fun new play feature where you can remove the saddle and tame it by attaching it, just like in the original show. The handful of figures are fine, and overall it's a fun set. And last but not least is the Jungle Dragon, a fun set with a unique looking dragon and a more wild look. This set has an even amount of figures to duel it out. Zane also has a little boat with stud shooters to freeze the competition in its tracks, a unique set with the normal and more. Just like dragons, mechs are a dime a dozen. You get so many great ones pushing the boundary each year. They make great sets to look at and play with. In addition, unlike animals, the blockier aesthetic of Lego does them justice, as mech stands for mechanical. Here are the best. From the hit movie Iron Man 9 years later, we finally have a set. Ironmonger Mayhem is a great set once you get rid of the figures. In Universe, it would be the size of a big fig, but here, it's 3 times the size. It looks ridiculous compared to figures, but on its own, it looks really good. All the mechanical detail is great, and the figures are too. The movie may be considered rotten, but this set is not. By the way, I really like the movie. And Arisham's Shadow is one of the coolest mechs of all time. The color scheme is great. The head looks so cool and is super accurate to the movie. The addition of the light brick is really cool in my opinion. The deviant build is also cool, and anyone who watched the movie will just get it for the coolness factor. And Gingo, of course. The Space Mining Mech is an unexpected jewel. The fact that it's a creator set means there are less specialized pieces. This helps it. For example, the saw, where they could have used the saw piece, but they had a brick-built one, which makes it look all the more detailed. The mech looks very complete with or without figures. The color scheme also helps the space aesthetic, and the alien is a cute inclusion. And last but not least is location-based playsets. Vehicles and dragons move, but these are locations designed for the best play experience. They have so many play features and they're fun to both play and display. Here are the best. Starting off the list is Bowser's Airship. It is the flagship set of the Mario 2021 wave, and it is looking good for display. But when you're ready, expand it out, and it's a fun play experience. It is a story that you can only complete it only by going in a certain order. like the use of the broom in one of the challenges. The cannon adds some nice atmosphere with the music, and with all the play features, this makes for a very action-packed set. The Keeper's Village is a fun play set. It has a lot of detail and a lot of booby traps. Flying blades throughout, chains popping out of the ground. On the back, there's also a lot of playroom and weapon storage. Up top, there's a throne for the chief and a totem pole, which is a play feature in itself, if you know what I mean. One of the best Ninjago sets of all time is the Tournament of Elements. Based on the beloved season, Tournament of Elements, inside a Chen's dojo, you can fight with the other elemental masters, find the Jade Blades, and find a whole bunch of Easter eggs. The new figures are great, although you should have a Chen and Klaus. Besides that, a perfect set. The most popular movie of all time now has good representation. The endgame final battle has a fun build with great figures. Inside, you have great play features like a coffee table, a Zoom meeting, and a Thanos jail just like the movie. Out front, you have a collapsing building and the XCOM van, which is super iconic. And the figures have great detail. The Thanos is something new for a big fig, and great for Lego, which we all want more of. It's just a great set. The legendary Flower Fruit Mountain is a beautiful and fun set and a mouthful. It splits into 3 parts: the waterfall, the training ground, and the playground. Out back there are some caves which can be used as a bunch of places to play and fight. It has places to duel, falling boulders, a place to chop wood, and a throne. You can even go behind the waterfall to access caves, which makes for a great hiding place for your figures. All the figures are superb, many of which are exclusive. It is a set which is a perfect representation of playset and display set working together. And those are the best playsets of the year, and they sure were something. They all were eye candy, while still having so many play features. Which was your favorite, and did I miss one? Let me know in the comments down below. Thanks for watching, and until next time, goodbye!